Hi, this is a quick introduction video to Hypothesis for English 451 Modern Poetry. Here I am on our course homepage, and there's a couple places on here that you can get to the Hypothesis homepage to get started. I already have a browser tab open, but here on our policies page, you can find it right here. Or on our schedule page, I've added a link in week 1 right there. Here's the get started button. That's the process to get you started on creating an account, and it asks you if you want to have a Chrome extension or bookmarklet. And what that does, so for instance, I'm using Firefox for my browser, so I'm using the bookmarklet. And what that does is create just a little button in my toolbar that allows me to click on it, and it'll start Hypothesis on any web page. So one of the powerful things about Hypothesis is that it can take any web page and you can overlay your own annotations on it. And so that's what we're going to be using this for with the poetry throughout the semester, is using this Hypothesis annotation overlay to have our discussions about the poetry we'll be reading. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Take just a second. And here it shows all of the annotations for groups that I'm in. And I've created a special group just for our course, CSU Chico ENGL451 Fall 20. And I'm going to send out a link to which that will allow all of you to get into the group once you've created your Hypothesis account. We don't have any annotations in it yet because we haven't gotten started. And it's important once you get into the group that you continually make sure you're logged into the group, and I'll show you what that means. So here, we'll go to our schedule. So next week, in week 2, I have listed Hypothesis page note discussion of favorite poems using Haas and Wagner. So there's a couple things to read here, a web link and a PDF for you to read for next week. And during the week, what I would like us to do is take the texts that you guys have been posting of your favorite poems along with your recordings. Thank you to those who have so far done that. And we're going to have a discussion about that using principles from Haas and or Wagner. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and highlight that right there. And I'm going to click on my bookmarklet, and it popped up annotate or highlight. It also opened up this little sidebar that I'm going to open up. And it shows that I'm logged into my group. So I can either do public, and then I had groups for other courses that I've taught, but I'm in the correct group. I'm going to go to page notes. We're going to use page notes for right now. And I'm going to click on that button, which allows me to annotate. There we go. There's the page note. And we're going to start with a question that will probably not stay up here, but this is the kind of thing that it'll look like. What principles from Wagner best fit with the poem you shared? And I'm going to tag this favorite poems, and it's right there. And now when you all get logged in, when you're in Hypothesis, you can open up this same overlay, and then you can respond, you can reply to that prompt. And we can have it's like having a discussion board, but the discussion board is actually on the thing, literally on the page. I guess it's not literal if it's online, but on the page that we're discussing. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Actually, before I do that, show you can re-edit whatever you've written. You can insert web links, you can insert images, you can have numbered lists, bullet lists, add more tags, you can preview it. So there's a lot of flexibility to these annotations and page notes, which is why I like this program. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. So that's just a really quick introduction to getting started with Hypothesis. And like I said, I will be sending along a link to everyone so that it gives you access to our course group. And anytime you log in, use this overlay. Always just double check that you're logged into the correct group and not in public. It just makes it easier to find them. There's nothing bad with having public annotations. It just makes it easier for us to locate each other's annotations. Thanks.